Shalom, all praises, glories, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wacha, Kodash, and double honors to my apostles and my elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth, as well of men of like mind. Shalom wa chasad to the elect of the nation of Israel, whom are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners that look like the other heathen nations whom are scattered here in America, which is Babylon the Great and abroad. To you I say Shalom. In Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, this lesson is informative and edifying. Now, without further ado, let's begin the lesson. Now, in today's lesson, we will read and expound upon this article that was published today, August the 22nd, 2019, on the Press TV news app entitled, Iran Unveils Advanced Domestic Missile Defense System. Iran unveils advanced domestic missile defense systems. And this is all according to prophecy concerning the up-and-coming Third World War, in which all these heathen nations, such as China, Iran, Russia, and America, which is Babylon the Great, are preparing for war. Because right now, pursuant to the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, the 8th verse, we are in the season of war. We are in the season of hate, the season of uproars of the people worldwide, in the season in where the love of many is waxing colder and colder as the days pass by, and nations upon nations are strengthening, bolstering their nuclear capabilities and defensive capabilities, such as we see here Iran is doing by unveiling a new advanced domestic missile defense system. Now it reads to say, Iran has unveiled a state-of-the-art missile defense system designed and manufactured by experts as home as the Islamic Republic marks National Defense Industry Day. The surface-to-air missile system, dubbed Bavar 373, was unveiled during a ceremony on Thursday morning in the presence of President Hassan Rouhani. Defense Minister Brigadier General Amir Hatami and other senior military officials. Bavari 373 is a mobile missile defense system designed to intercept and destroy incoming hostile targets. The system employs missiles that have a maximum range of 300 kilometers. The system is capable of simultaneously detecting up to 300 targets, tracking 60 targets at once, and engaging 6 targets at a time. So this new unveiled state-of-the-art, according to Iran, missile defense system called the Bavar 373 is capable of simultaneously detecting up to 300 targets and tracking 60 targets at a time at once, and engaging 6 targets at a time. According to the Iranian defense chief, with this long-range air defense system, we can detect targets or plans at more than 300 kilometers, lock it at about 250 kilometers, and destroy it at 200 kilometers. So they're boasting about their new missile defense system and its capabilities, in which it tells you in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, in which we will read the 9th verse, that the weak will say that they are strong. And the weak are saying that they are strong by boasting of their nuclear defensive capabilities and also their offensive nuclear capabilities. The system is a competitor to Russia's S-300 missile system and brings quite a few substantial upgrades over its Russian equivalent. The system, which is compatible with the Sayad family of missiles, is also equipped with 4 vertical launching systems (VLS) capable of hot launching missiles. Bavar 373 has 2 search and intercept radars, which can resist electronic warfare and electromagnetic bombs, like an EMP. In addition, the radars are capable of detecting anti-radiation missiles (ARM) that are used to confront air defenses. U.S. pressure only made Iran stronger. Addressing the event, President Rouhani hailed Iran's significant achievements in the defense industry, adding that the U.S.'s pressure campaign against the Iranian nation over the past years has only backfired and paved the way for the Islamic Republic to make further progress towards strengthening their nuclear, defensive, and offensive capabilities. And as we see here in this article, which they just unveiled a new missile defense system called the Bavar 373, which is capable of simultaneously, once again, detecting up to 300 targets, tracking 60 targets at once, and engaging 6 targets at a time. Reading on, it says, commenting on the newly unveiled missile defense system, the president said Bavar 373 is more powerful than S-300 and is in fact closer to Russian S-400, an upgrade of Russia's S-300 family. Rouhani lashed at the U.S. for withdrawing from a 2015 nuclear deal signed between Tehran and 6 world powers and reimposing sanctions on the Islamic Republic, which is the INF treaty that he is referring to, an intermediate nuclear arms treaty. Leaving the GCPOA means breaking the international law and regulating and waging economic terrorism, he said, using an acronym for the official name of the Accord, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. The Americans wrongly imagined that they could force Iran to surrender by trampling on international rules and piling up economic pressure on the Islamic Republic. Rouhani, however, reaffirmed that Iran would never surrender to bullying and that the U.S.'s excessive demands from the region will lead nowhere. There is no doubt that the U.S. has not succeeded and will not succeed in any plot in the region, said the president, adding that the Americans would be the first to flee if any danger is posed to the region. Iran's defense chief also delivered a speech at the event saying the country has made great breakthroughs in all areas of defense in defiance of American sanctions. He said that Iran has managed to produce effective systems not only to counter aerial threats at low, medium, and high altitudes, but also to detect, track, and destroy radar evading aircraft and missiles from a safe distance. In Iran's missile program, Hatami said, "We focus on the effectiveness of missiles through increasing precision, maneuverability, speed, and conventional explosive power to overcome the enemy's defense systems," said Hatami. Hatami reiterated that the projectiles are not designed to carry nuclear warheads, adding that Iran's defense doctrine is merely based on deterrence, according to the strategic decision of the Islamic Republic of Iran based on the important and historical fatwas, religious decrees of leaders of the Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Sayyid al-Khamenei. In the field of missiles, we have not designed any missiles with unconventional warheads, he said. And I'll say not yet, because guess what? These nations will further develop more nuclear warheads that they will use on these ICBMs to destroy America, Babylon the Great. Okay? And like it tells you in the book of Ezekiel 30, the 38th chapter, Russia is going to be a guard unto Iran and our allies, man. Now, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Now, the Gentiles represents the heathen nations outside of the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners that have the appearance of the Gentiles. Prepare war. Prepare war for what war? And why should they be preparing for war? Because this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven upon the earth. Verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So these nations are to prepare for war because right now we are in a time of war. Right now we are in a time of hate and not in a time of love and in a time of peace. And not only just prepare for war because we are in the season of war, but to prepare for a certain type of war. Now, what is that war that I'm referring to? Let's find out. Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past. World War II has passed. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. World War III cometh quickly. And that is the war that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is telling these nations to prepare for, through his prophets. Because right now we're in the season of war and in the season of preparing for the third world's war, which will be a war that will be fought with burning and fuel of fire, pursuant to the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So when we examine ancient wars were fought between two adversaries, and where their armies would be equipped with shields, armors, swords, spears, bows, and they would be chopping it up against each other, cutting each other's guts out, blood splatting out on each other's garment, so on and so forth. Their garments would be rolled in blood. But this war, the third world's woe, in which we are in the season of, shall be fought with burning and fuel of fire. And that is why the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is telling these nations to prepare for. That is the war that the Lord is referring to here in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter. Prepare war. Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. All the mighty men of these different nations, such as China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, let all the men of war draw near. Draw near where? To the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh, which that's over there in the Middle East, in the Sinai, in the Arabian Peninsula, right near the Persian Gulf. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And as you read up in this chapter, it tells you in verse 2, not verse 2. Well, actually, Salakia. Let's read on. It's going to tell you further down, Salakia. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your prudent hooks into spears. In other words, take all your economic wealth and utilize it towards the development and the improvements of nuclear arms, of weapons of mass destruction for the third world's woe. Let the weak say I'm strong. You have countries such as North Korea saying that they're strong. They're boasting of their nuclear might. Iran is boasting against America, Babylon the Great. Okay? And various other nations. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourselves together round about. That cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And that's what the Lord is going to do. The Lord is going to cause all these different nations to gather themselves round about within the valley of Yehoshaphat, man. The Lord's judgment, and where he's going to judge these different nations. He's going to plead, for his people, the nation of Israel. The Lord is going to bring his angels, send his angels, with Yahushai to destroy these different nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat. When you read the book of 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, the Lord is going to leave nothing but dust and smell of smoke of those nations, man. And right after that, he's gonna come over here into America and deliver his elect, and also where they are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to make the lesson way too longer. The Lord's willing, it was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Oh, and this is what I was actually referring to in Joel 3rd chapter 2nd verse. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat in the Hebrew, which is Yahweh's judgment. That's where the Lord is going to cause these different nations to come down and gather themselves at. And will plead with them there for my people. And who's the Lord's people? The nation of Israel. And for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. Right now you got those gutter rats over there, those Edomites in the land of Israel, in which the Lord is going to utterly destroy by way of what? Thermonuclear fire. And the Lord will destroy America, which is Babylon the Great, by way of 200 million ICBM nuclear missiles, pursuant to the book of Revelation, the 9th chapter, the 16th verse. And none of these missiles are going to break their ranks, man. Okay? All your missile defense systems in America, it's not gonna help you, man. And also you other countries too, because you're gonna also get hit with missiles too. Iran, certain parts of Iran, certain capitals, if you will. Moscow, Hong Kong, Beijing, certain capitals of the world, man, of these different nations are going to be hit with those ICBM nuclear missiles as well. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying and informative to the elect concerning the prophecy of the third world's woe and how these nations are bolstering their nuclear offense capabilities and defense capabilities. So with that, shalom.